back, everybody. So today we're going to have another tasting of my Use Up IPA 1. Now, what is this? I had some grains just laying around. Sometimes I buy them by the package. Most homebrew stores, I think, have it. I know Bell's, then my local one uptown has it, where you can buy like a pound of specialty grain. And sometimes, because I'm brewing these small batches, sometimes I just have a little bit in there. Or maybe if I buy a 10-pound bag of something, I don't have enough to make another batch. Usually like white wheat is one of them, where if I don't use 2 pounds, if I use 2.5 or something, maybe when I get down to the end I won't have enough for a full beer. So I just took some grains that I had left over, threw them together, put some hops in there, and made a beer. So this one, this is a small batch, 1.25 gallons, going into the carboy. 1 pound, 9 ounces of Maris Otter, 1 pound of two-row, 4 ounces of cherry wood smoked malt. For the hop schedule, 60-minute boil, 0.15 ounces of Warrior at 60, 0.25 ounces of Citra at 15, 0.25 ounces of Amarillo at 10, 0.25 ounces of Eldorado at 5. I did do a whirlpool steep. So what that is, once your boil's done, you cut the heat, you bring down the temperature 190, 180, 170, and then you throw some more hops in there and let them stand for a certain amount of time. On this one, I did 170 degrees and I let them steep for 15 minutes, and that was 0.25 ounces of Amarillo, Citra, and Eldorado. This is using the Voss Quebec yeast in here. I think it went pretty fast. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure this one, I did keep it upstairs in a closet where it was warm, and it just tore through it in, I think, 3 days. It did finish at 7.75 bricks, which is 8.22% ABV. This was bottled on 4/2. So let's go ahead and open it and see what the next tasting is like. Nice little hiss there. Go ahead and pour it in here. Very cloudy. Now this is using more Maris Otter, so with that I believe you're gonna get a little bit more toastiness in this beer than you would a beer that's using more just plain two-row. Really, you could go back and forth and just see what it does. It's 9 ounces more, so maybe it'll be on a level playing field for that. But I'm still trying to get used to this cherry wood, see what it brings out. I think in our 2-hop series featuring Cascade and Centennial, I did finally start getting some of that woodiness, but I could be wrong in that. So from the head, off-white, almost translucent. Coming up is almost like an orange color, about a 1/4 finger of head. Color is hazy. If I remember correctly, on some of the first Maris Otter smash beers that we did, this is kind of the color it came out, maybe a little bit hazier. But yeah, it is hazy. I can see the outline of the box, but that is about it. For the smell, I'm getting some citrus, but if anything, I think I'm getting some of that Eldorado, almost like a passion fruit fruitiness in there. The citrus could be mixing with that, and I don't know if I'm picking up on that just because about a week ago I did review some of my Eldorado beers, but that's kind of the smell I'm getting. I think there is a little breadiness in there, but it's more on the fruitier side. Like I said, maybe a passion fruit, a slight passion fruit. Not as juicy fruit, but I think that's because the malt is kind of covering that up a little bit. But it smells like a juicy IPA. Let's go ahead and taste. Tastes like it needs more carbonation. Very smooth. It, for my experience tasting this, it's kind of lighter bodied compared to what the tastes are. Like, I think the body should be up higher. Almost like that yeast tore through it a little too much and didn't leave any sweetness behind, so it kind of thinned out the beer. Where if you stop that yeast kind of short, the body might be a little bit fuller. I've seen that in my Peachtree IPA. Kind of danky hop, like a fruity danky hop. Toasted bread, a little too much toasted bread, like it's not balanced, but it's undercarbed. It it definitely tastes like it's undercarb. Like it's a flat beer, and that's weird. I do get a little alcohol burn in the back, but almost 9% double IPA. Um, yeah, I don't think I think there's a little too much toasted bread that is covering up the actual hops coming out. The smell is a lot better than the taste. Yeah, I hate to say kind of bland, but it's just those flavors just aren't popping. I don't watch the videos prior before I do the new ones, so I don't know if that's what it tasted like. But yeah, there's almost a little too much toasted bread in there. Undercarbed. I think carbonation would help it some. That fruitiness is there. There's a little dank bitterness. It is pushing almost 100 IBUs. It doesn't taste like that, but the hop bitterness is in back and a little bit of alcohol. So I think it's okay. Would I brew it again? No, but I think I have one bottle left, so we'll wait until next month and see how this turns out. If you like homebrew videos and want to see some more, check them out over here. And until next time, happy brewing.